to my dear students. Today we are going to see the second part of the first lesson in the first geography lesson, page number 88. Take down page number 88. The second part, the Great Northern Plains. The Great Northern Plains. The Great Northern Plains is fully covered by alluvial soil deposited by the Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra river. Note this point. Open your book. Take page number 88. Mark the following points. The Great Northern Plains are covered by Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra plains, especially by the alluvial soil. Both Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. Outer in China, it is called as Sangpo. Sangpo means purifier. Note this point in your notebook. Sangpo means purifier. Only in India it is called as Brahmaputra. Outer India it is called as Sangpo. Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. These are the Himalayan rivers. Throughout the year water is flowing. During the rainy season rainwater flows, and during the summer season the melting of the snow flows. Thus all over the 12-month waters is flowing in these rivers because they have its origin from the abode of snow. There are also so many tributaries for those Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. The length of Indus is 2,400 km with 320 to 240 km. The Great Northern Plain covers over an area of 7 lakh square kilometer. The Babar Plain, the Tarai Tract, the Bangar Plains, the Khadar Plains and the Delta Plains are here in the Great Northern Plains. It means Gangetic Plain, Gangai Samavali. Gangai Samavali, Gangetic Plain. The Uttar Pradesh and the Bihar states are covered in the Gangetic Plain. கங்கை சமவெளியின் தமிழ் பேர். உத்தரப்பிரதேசம், பீகார் ஆகிய மாநிலங்கள் இந்த கங்கை சமவெளியில் அடங்கி இருக்குது. இதுக்கு வட இந்திய பெரும் சமவெளி அப்படிங்கிற பேரும் உண்டு. தென் பெனின்சுலார் பிளேட்டோஸ், தீபகற்ப பீடபூமிகள். தீபகற்பம், the equator, Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer divide India into two equal halves. The Tropic of Cancer divide India into two equal halves. This is peninsular India, this is outer peninsular India. Deebagarpa India, Puradeebagarpa India. Deebagarpa India, Puradeebagarpa India. Okay, the Deebagarpam peninsular, why is it so called? Why is the second part, the southern part of India is called as peninsular India? Because three sides are covered by water. Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, then Bay of Bengal. One side is covered by land. So, if an area which is covered three sides by water and one side by land, it is called as a peninsula. So that the southern part of India, southern equal half of India is called as peninsular India. The upper part, northern part is called the outer peninsula. The major plateaus are Malwa Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Deccan Plateau. Malwa Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, then Deccan Plateau. Malwa Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Deccan Plateau. The area of the peninsular plateaus is 16 lakh square kilometer. Note this point, underline it, in your book and also write down in your notebook. Aanemudi is the highest peak. Aanemudi is the highest peak. Aanemudi is the highest peak. Aanemudi is the highest peak here. The height of Aanemudi is 2,695 meter. 2,695 meters. The height of Aanemudi is 2,695 meters. Then here this is the Malwa Plateau. This is Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau is famous or notable for its mineral resources. Then Central Highlands. In the Central Highlands, it covers a large area of India, Middle India. In these Central Highlands, Kurshigar is the highest peak in the Aravalli. Kurshigar is the highest peak in the Aravalli mountain. This is Aravalli mountain. This is Kurshigar peak. This is Kurshigar. Kurshigar is the highest peak in the Central Highland, which is situated in the Aravalli mountain. The Aravalli mountains run from Narmada to Delhi. Northern Great Plains. Aravalli runs through Gujarat. Central Highlands run through Gujarat, Rajasthan, and it ends in very near to Delhi. The height of the Central Highlands is 1,500 meters. But near Delhi, the height of the Central Highland is only 400 meters. Then Deccan Plateau. It is triangular in shape. It is the largest peninsular plateau among these three: Malwa Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. Among these three plateaus, Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau. It is triangular in shape. The area of Deccan Plateau is about 7 lakh square kilometer. Height 592,000 meter above the sea level. From the sea level, the height of Deccan Plateau is 590 meter to 1,000 meter above the sea level. North side, Sahyadri. Northern side, Sahyadri mountain. Here is the Sahyadri mountain. Northern side is covered by Sahyadri mountains. Western side is covered by Western Ghats. And the eastern side is covered by the Eastern Ghats. Western side, the Deccan Plateau is covered in the western side by the Western Ghats and in the eastern side by the Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats are continuous, but the Eastern Ghats are not continuous. It is dissected by the rivers Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, Kaveri and Vaigai. All those rivers has its origin in the Western Ghats and runs through the Deccan Plateau and dries in the Bay of Bengal. So, while these rivers are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and Vaigai, while flowing downwards from west to east, it dissects the mountains at so many places, so that the Eastern Ghats are not continuous and the Western Ghats are continuous. Further, the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats meets at Nilgiris. Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats meets at Nilgiris. The highest peak in the Nilgiri hills is Tottapeta. The highest peaks in the Nilgiri is Tottapeta. Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri, Vaigai. Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri and Vaigai. These are the rivers has its origin from the Western Ghats and runs towards the Deccan Plateau and rise in the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. Here, these rivers are Narmada and Tabdi. Narmada and Tabdi. These two rivers are called as the east flowing rivers. Then Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and Vaigai, these rivers are referred as the east flowing rivers because they are having its mingling or they are drying in the Bay of Bengal. These Mahanadi and Godavari, the rivers, east flowing rivers has its dryness in the Arabian Sea. Indian Desert. The Thar Desert is also called as the Great Indian Desert. Indian Desert. Large area.
Stop பண்ணுறோம். ஓகே சார்.
Indian Desert வந்தாச்சு இல்லையா?
இந்தியன் டெசர்ட் வந்தாச்சு சார்.